Hello my crafty friends, Tranae here, and I am jumping on to share with you my December daily progress, and we're doing I think day 6 through 10, yeah, because I did 1 through 5 last time. So here is my December daily album. It is a DIY album, and you can click in the top hand on the corner to see the video. I have it linked if I can figure out what I'm saying. So yeah, I'm gonna make this video kind of quick, you guys. I'm sorry, I am suffering from a cold. Leave it to babies to get you sick, right? So let's jump off. So this is day 4 and 5, which was all about wish list. So let's do day 6 and 7, which was a grid layout. As you can see, I used a lot of the Snow and Cocoa collection and a lot of the ephemera from the Hit Kit selection. So on day 6, I just have a layout. My initial thought was that I was going to include a photo here from day 6, but I didn't end up taking any photos on day 6. It was it was just a boring day for me. It was really nothing to photograph. There was things I could have photographed, but I just didn't. I chilled out. So instead, what I did was I made a list, and I did 6 things that I'm thankful for, and I listed my determination. You guys, if you watch some of my past videos, you know I am going through it with this dissertation. And I also put on here pumpkin spice lattes, which I do love, craft supplies, and with the things I'm thankful for, I literally kept it as things. So no people, just, you know, like material things or things that you can't see, like determination. So I put my car, which I love my car. It's an older car now. The car is about 11 or 12 years old, but I still love it. Apple products, because I love my phone, computer, iPad, all of that, and the internet, because, you know, it's the internet. Oh, and on the back of here, I just put "Your faith can move mountains," and this came with one of the ephemera package from, I think, the December documented kit from Hip Kit. So I included that, and I just did like some little doodles, just because I think one of the reasons I don't have any photos from the 6 was because I was really focusing on trying to get stuff for my dissertation in order. I had a phone conference. Actually, I had 3 phone conferences this week, so it's just been kind of busy with doing that. So for day 7, I have this cute little Aztec, what do you call these things? Like snow globe type jar things. I don't know the actual name for them. It's a mason jar with like a little village in it or whatever. I love making these, by the way. And I just have a little layout with baby Mackenzie right here. She spent that day with me, and that was the day she decided to give me her cold. So yeah. And I didn't do any journaling for that day. It's really hard to do like journaling and stuff when you have a baby with you. It's like, y'all moms, how do you do it? Like, she was with me for a couple of hours, and I promise you I got nothing done other than like playing with her and, like, you know, basically playing with her, either feeding her or changing her. Took up pretty much the entire day. She did take a little bit of a nap, but not much. So this is my spread, and I left this plain because honestly, I really just like this. Paper, so I left it plain. I am gonna add a title here. I'm just waiting on a stamp set that I purchased to come so I can add it here. But I did do like a little layout for days 8. And I think this go to 8. This is day 8 and 9 for, no, what day? Yeah, 7, 8, and this is 8 and 9. If I can keep up with what I'm doing. So I have a picture of me and Mackenzie because I still had her, and I love this picture. We were just laying down looking at each other. She is like such a joy to be around. And then we took another picture. This was and it got on here almost nap time, and like she loves to cuddle right before naps, so we always do cuddle time, and then it ended up being like a selfie time or whatever. So yeah. So on here I just have spent today with Mackenzie, yay. I also worked on my dissertation. I got a lot done. Chapter 4 is currently at 18 pages. Hashtag will not be stopped. So I included that because like she was with me the earlier part of the day, and then after she went home I went right into writing and, you know, getting stuff done, which I really didn't craft very much this week. It was really all about working throughout the work week, and then on the weekend I got some crafting done. So this is just a little tag: snowman, mittens, hot cocoa, happiness. And for day 9 I included the temperature for Fabric, and this is just like a screenshot of my iPhone. It was 28 degrees that morning, and this was at like, I want to say this was like 7:38, and you can see like even at 1 o'clock the temperature was only at 39, so it was really cold. Thankfully it was sunny, but it was like really cold. And then I just had the tag here, and then just a little polar bear there, and that slides into here. And I like doing these tags because honestly I could have included a lot more photos, but with it being throughout the week, I don't know, this week I didn't have time to take pictures. Or I didn't make time to take pictures. So day 10, and for this one I kind of did like a throwback thing. As you can see, a picture is missing because the picture that I want, I have to go to my parents' house and find it. I was looking for a picture of me when I was little with like some of my Christmas toys, and I realized I didn't have any of those at my house. So I just got to make the time to go through and look through my mom photo albums, which she has so many. It's just a matter of finding the right one. But so this layout is also a grid, and it just has 10 Christmas memories from the past. This is a photo of a gingerbread house and a little gingerbread car that one year me and my best friend Jackie, we made gingerbread houses. And this is a photo, and I have like the little tab over here. This is my parents live here now. I used to live there, but this was the first year we purchased this house. Well, my parents purchased this house, and this was our first Christmas in the house with the lights. And let me just say, I love this house because the house we lived in before, you know, it was a fixer-upper house, and my dad is in construction. And you guys, it's just like people who do hair, their stuff is always like half done because they never have time to actually do stuff for themselves. Our house was not the business, and like it ended up paying off because when they sold the house, it had a lot of land, and you know, it was a good business move, but just living there in that old house was torture. So when we got this house, I think we all was happy because it didn't need anything. It was just move-in ready, and that was it. I think the only thing we had to do was put up a fence for the dog to have the backyard. And this is the big tree for the house Chris and I live in now. And I really love this photo from outside looking into my house with the tree. And I really like this picture. I purchased this tree the year before we got married, and the tree is huge, and it didn't really fit in our townhouse. It would touch the ceiling and everything, and you kind of had to bend like the top piece down a little bit so it wouldn't be on the ceiling, but it fit perfectly in our new home. However, like the last 3 years we haven't been putting up the tree. We've been using really little trees and kind of minimizing what we do at Christmas time, and just, you know, letting it be more so about spending time with each other and our families, and not so much about doing all the decoration. So we went to a little tree, and a lady at my mom's job was looking for a tree, and I sold her this tree for $40, and I kid you not, you guys, like 2 days later, I was leaving CVS, and a guy, Chris was driving, I was getting in the car, and I guess he, you know, like, he was coming up to the car to ask for some money, and you know how you just normally do, like, no, and like, the dude, like, face just, you could tell he was like in so much like torment, or like he was just going, you could tell he was going through some things. So I told Chris, I was like, hold on, let me see, because I had like $5. Well, I had cash, but I was gonna give him like $5. And when I came up to him, he was like, I almost didn't even ask y'all anything, but I am $40 short for my rent. My check was late, and they didn't pay me because this was on I think this was either Saturday or Sunday, and he was like, tomorrow, if I don't have my full rent, they're gonna put me out the house, and they telling me my check is not going to be there on Monday either. So I was like, the fact that he said he was $40 short and I had exactly $40, I was like, this is beyond a coincidence. I gave him the money, and I was just like, you know, go and I guess pay your rent, you know, and I don't know, live well and prosper. I mean, like, I always like, because, you know, he was really thankful, and like, you know, he really broke down right then. And I was, you know, I understand that the feeling of your check being messed up, because my last job messed up my check 3 times. And one of those times when they messed up my check, that Monday, they still didn't have my check. They didn't get it until like that Thursday. So I understand how that can be. I really, you know, wish that people money would always be on time. But, you know, that ain't always the case. But I felt like I wanted to document that just because I wanted a picture of that tree to live on forever in this book. All right. And right here, I just typed out, because I don't have a picture for this. And it was like, the memory was that year when I found all my Christmas toys. And I was a little girl, and the townhouses we lived in, they had a basement, and underneath the stairs, I guess, was my mom like hiding spot for everything. And once I realized this, you know, the basement was pretty much fair game for like me and my friends, and we would play down there. But one year, I guess she was hiding my Christmas toys under the stairs, and she had been doing that because I never would go under there. But the Barbie dream house caught my attention, and I went under them stairs, y'all, and found all my toys. And I always look back and thought that was just so funny. I don't know, I just thought that was so funny because, and it still didn't dawn on me that Santa, you know, like the truth behind Santa. But I just thought my toys was there, and they was like, no, them not for you, those are for another little girl. We're just storing her stuff because Santa ran out of space in the North Pole. And I was dumb enough to believe that story. It was so funny. But yeah, talk about being a kid, right? And right here, I have another Christmas memory that from being little. And it just says, that year my mom overslept, but played it off by telling me that Santa called and said he was running late. And that was, I mean, to me that's so funny looking back, because like she legit forgot to put my toys out because I guess she was just tired. It was so cute. To me now, like looking back, it's like the cutest little story. And it really shows how overworked my mom was, because I remember during the holidays she would get like 2 jobs just so that, you know, she can get us everything she thought we wanted for Christmas. And that, to me, that memory was really cute. This is Chris and I's first Christmas together. And we had like a little tree trimming party, and I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. As you can see, we are weird. That's how our pictures look. But yeah. So this is the infamous Macy's Christmas tree. We bought this tree back in, I want to say 2005. We bought this tree the year we bought this house. And before, in our old house, we didn't even have a Christmas tree. Like the Christmas tree that we had growing up, you know, it had pretty much disintegrated. So we went probably about 8 years without having a tree in that house. because we would have a tree at my grandmother's house, and at the time we would live with her because she was elderly and, you know, needed someone to be with her. So we didn't even bother having a tree at our house, which is probably why that old house never felt like home, because we didn't celebrate any holidays there. Our furniture was there, but we were hardly never there. So yeah, we purchased this tree, and I purchased this tree from Macy's. I called my mom up and I was like, I see a Christmas tree I want. Can I put it on the card? So I picked it out, but she paid for it. And she didn't ask me how much the tree was. She was just like, yeah, go ahead and get the tree. You can get it. And this tree was like $300. But it was back in like 2005. So, you know, like now you go in the stores and you see a lot of trees are $300. But back then that was, you know, that was a lot for a tree. And when I got home and she was like, oh, that's a nice tree. Let me get the receipt so I can write it down. She was like, you paid $300 for a tree. So this is the infamous Macy's tree. But as you can see, it's a pretty tree. After that, she was like, I'm going Christmas shopping with you. But we both loved the tree. Well, everybody loved the tree. It was a really nice tree. This picture is from, I think I was probably like 3 or 4. Actually, that's me. That's my my cousin. We were with my big mama. As you can see, I look like a little boy. For some reason, I was always dressed like a little boy as a kid. Or either I had on no shirt at all. And I was like, why y'all didn't dress me like a girl? And my mom was like, you wouldn't let us. So I don't know, maybe I was going through like some type of gender crisis. But we were with my big mom for Christmas. She lived with us for a while, and then she moved in with my cousin and her mom. So this is my first cousin. We grew up, we're the same age, a couple of months apart, but we're pretty much close in age. As you can see, she's always photogenic. I'm always rough looking. Like, I used to legit be so jealous of her when we were growing up, because she was always just like this. You know how folks just photogenic? That's her. Like, I had to work at my selfies to make sure everything looked right. Her just always just 1, 2, 3, click the picture. I guarantee you she looks good. Okay, so the ninth memory that I have in here was that year we couldn't afford gifts. That was a really hard year. Thankfully, I think I was like 19, and I was home with my parents. But my parents flip houses. And if you know anything about flipping, you know that it's always a gamble, and you never know when, you know, it's gonna pay out, or when you're gonna get your money, or even if you're gonna get back in what you took out. So yeah, that was the year that they had got this like apartment complex type thing. It was like I don't know if you call it, it wasn't an apartment complex. It was like a big house, but it had 4 like different units in it. So whatever you would call that. But the thing took forever for them to like get it right. It was just, they kept running into like so much stuff. I think they got closed down by like the code enforcement one time, and then they had to like wait to get reopened, and then after they got ready to list it, it stayed on the market a while, because I mean, not many people are in the market to buy like a little complex or whatever. So it was like a slow move. It eventually worked out good, but around the Christmas time, like all their money was in it, and like the little bit that we had for the family, it was like, okay, we're gonna eat and get gas for the cars for this, nothing else. We was like on bare necessities that year. But it was cool because we all stayed at home together and we watched a movie together, and that was pretty much it. But that's one of the reasons why, like, this year, well, actually yesterday, I spent pretty much the better half of the day putting together Christmas bags for toys for families that are less fortunate. And me and my mom, we co-run a nonprofit organization together, and we work with Toys for Tots every year. And this year I think this year we helped over 80 families and filled toys for like over 200 children. It's really amazing to do. And this year still we didn't meet the goal that we wanted to meet. One year we we served over 400 children with toys. So we always loved doing that. So that's where like that ideal of doing it came from that experience, and me wanting to help out other kids. Even though I wasn't a child at the time, I was 19, but everyone wants a Christmas gift, no matter what their age is. If they celebrate Christmas, then of course, you know, you want a gift. You want to be gifted, or you want to have like that. Nah, I'm gonna be honest, you just want a gift sometimes. I know people like, well, it ain't the gift, give me my gift. It makes me feel special. So, all right, y'all, that's day 1 through 10. I know I said this wasn't gonna take long, but we're almost at 30 minutes. Y'all know I can talk. So this is my progress so far for December daily. Be sure to come back next week to see day, I think that would be 11 through whatever that Sunday or something like that, or that Monday, Saturday will be something like that. I'll give you guys a sneak peek. This is the layout for the 11th. Ooh. So that is it for me now. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe, and also check out my friend Jen. We are doing this December daily process together. We are both newbies, so be sure to check her channel out, and I'll link it above so you can go check out her video from today also. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.